beat of my heart, oh, I'll be true. So I'm not giving you up, no, I'll give you all that I got, oh, I confess with each beat of my heart, oh, I promise you. Oh, I wanna be the one to hold you close, 'cause you're the only one I'm dreaming of. My love, my love, my love, my love, my love. Tell me, do you feel the way I do? 'Cause I only wanna ride with you. My love, my love, my love, I wanna ride with you. Yeah. My love, my love, my love, I wanna ride with you. Yeah, yeah. My love, my love, my love, I wanna ride with you. Yeah, yeah.
Sharpen your awareness of your life around you. Seek to do good things. Seek every opportunity you can. Hold the door open for somebody. Let somebody in traffic. Oh boy, that's kind of a hard part. Say something nice to somebody working in a store. Just connect. Have that human connection. So important. Hi, I'm Jan. This is 316 Yoga. This is your yoga from home. This is where you're going to start your day off really well, and you're going to do it on your mat. Let it all happen here from the privacy of your own home, where you do your yoga your way. But as the bottom of the screen says, do what is right for your body. Everybody's body is different. Every day is different. If something hurts, don't do it. Not meant to do it today. Oh well, let it go. No big deal. It's only yoga. And we practice this yoga every single day live from start to finish, 1 hour long. But every day is different. So you choose what works for you. Come back every single day. Have that sacred time on your mat. It's special. It really is. Do what you can with what you have. All right, so today's practice is an all-seated practice. We're going to be down on the mat the whole time, or there's an opportunity for you to do a couple balancing poses. We'll decide when we get there. You'll see. So have your props nearby, a couple of yoga blocks if you have them, maybe your eye shade, your towel, some water. It's all good. But whatever you do, just do what's right for your body, always. Today's practice, take it slow. Do what feels good. Just focus inward and have zero pressure. No pressure to perform. I promise. No pressure. You're at home. You're doing it your way. The only thing seeing you are your dogs, right? Okay, so here's a word to think about. The word to think about is just try. Just try it your way. Try it your way. Do it your way. Attempt, test, endeavor to just try. See what works. Keep it on the ground. Let's go. All right, first thing we always do is we lock in a stress number on a scale of 1 to 5 or 1 to 10. What's stressing you out today? What is your number? So come into a child's pose, if you will. I'm going to push this on back. Come into a child's pose. For your child's pose, you can use a block if you want. A full-size block, a half block, whatever works. Child's pose. Classic child's pose is knees are together, big toes are together, and you put your hips back towards your heels or wherever, is right. Give yourself permission to do what's right for you. Bring your head down to your block or all the way down to the mat. Arms down by your sides, palms face up. Let your shoulders relax. As you take a deep breath in through your nose and a deep breath out through your mouth as you sigh it out, letting it go. Breathe here in your child's pose. The option is a wide-legged child's pose. So I'll show you how to do that if you want to try that on for size. Spread your knees wide, big toes touch, hips still go back towards your heels. You can still rest your forehead on the block if you like, but just reach your arms long to the top of your mat. You can have your arms nice and straight, pushing your hands with widespread fingers into the mat. Push the mat away like you're trying to expand it by like an inch or two. Send your hips back more to the back of your mat. Maybe you bring your forearms down to the mat. Maybe you ditch the block and don't have the block underneath your forehead. It's all good.
Doesn't matter how this pose looks, it doesn't matter what props you use. What matters is how it feels. How it feels in your body. You know, with us practicing here, I bet everybody's child's pose looks slightly different. But what you're going for here is a lengthening of the spine. Nice bend in the knees and the ankles. If you're reaching forward, you can feel the stretch in your arms and your armpits. Just connect with yourself. We all give pieces of ourselves away so much throughout the day. Let this be time for you. Gentle breath in. And a big sighing breath out. Let it go. Maybe you'd like to take this time to choose in your mind a little mantra, something you want to say to yourself that's positive. I will make today better. I am good right where I am. I am improving. Whatever it is, something positive. Repeat it in your head. Deep breath in. Big sighing breath out. Let it go. Know that you can come back to your child's pose anytime, or maybe you decide to stay here the whole time. Maybe this is feeling so good right now in your low back, in your spine. Breathe through it. Come on up, if you're ready, to a seated position. We're going to take that Sukhasana pose. All right, so here you go. Here's how you do Sukhasana. If you want, sit with your legs any way you like. But bend one leg. I'm going to bend my left leg, bend my right leg, put it up on top of the other leg. And I'm going to let my bottom of the right foot shine up toward the sky. And I'm going to nestle in here. Another great opportunity to use your block, full size or half size, whatever feels really good for you. And rest here. Sit with your shoulders over your hips. Now if you want, that bottom foot, you can bring it up also and rest it on the inner thigh. You sit however feels right. Place your hands onto your knees or bring your hands to prayer center. Close your eyes. I'll talk you through the rest and just be at peace here. Take a deep breath in through your nose and that big sighing breath out. As you sigh it out, think of just all the softening. I feel it mostly in my shoulders and then just kind of nestling into the firm foundation of the earth beneath me. Breathe in. Sigh it out, let it go. Maybe you like having your hands at prayer center with your thumbs slightly pressed into your chest. And maybe you're telling yourself over and over again in your head your little mantra. Or maybe you prefer having your hands down on your knees. Breathe in deeply. Now let's try a little different type of breathing. If you like, I'm going to take a big breath in through the nose. Just give it a try. And then the straw breath. Kind of just purse your lips a little bit and breathe out your lips like you're breathing through a teeny tiny little cocktail straw. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Eyes are soft. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let it go. Be still. As you're ready, you can keep your eyes closed. I'll talk you through this. Lift your arms up out of prayer or off of your knees. Lift them up to the sky. Reach your fingertips to the sky. Lengthen. Little bend in your elbows might feel good the way you're built, the way you feel today. Take it, whatever feels good. Reach up to the sky. Chest is lifted. You're looking forward. Breathe in and soften. Let it go. Let's take our hands, turn your palms toward the TV, and then let your hands come down to the earth. Put your hands on the surface of the earth, and then walk your hands a little forward. Keep your eyes closed. Let the crown of your head work toward the front of your room. Work your hands a little more forward. Nice big stretch in that right hip. You feeling it? Oh, yeah. Breathe in. Draw breath out through the mouth. Slowly walk your hands on back so you can bring your shoulders up over your hips again. And then bring your hands behind your back and, maybe on your fingertips. Lift your chest up to the sky as you take a little baby back bend. Come back to shoulders over your hips. Now let's just take a little twist. So just twist to one side or the other. Maybe twist to the left. Place your hand or hands down on the ground. I'm going to put my left hand down on the ground, take my right hand to the outside of my left thigh, and just twist. Slowly come back to the midline of your body and do the same thing on the other side. One hand is down on the mat, the other hand touches the outside of your thigh, and you twist. Imagine looking over your shoulder because your eyes are closed. If that doesn't work, you can always have your eyes open, right? You do what's right for you. Slowly come back to the midline of your body. Keep the eyes closed if you want, and lift your arms up to the sky. Bring one arm down to the earth, and that arm that's lifted, let it cross the midline of your body. Use the other arm that's on the earth like a little elevator. Bend your elbow a little bit this way and that. As you reach that extended arm across the midline of your body, chest is lifted, top shoulder is back, and your chin is away from your chest. Keep your bottom cheeks down on your mat and stretch. Come back slowly, eyes can be closed, to the midline of your body. Bring both hands back up to the sky, reach like your extended mountain arms. Let the opposite arm come down to the earth on your fingertips or the palm, or you could even use your block if you want to bring the ground up to you. Lengthen up to the extended arm and then reach across the midline of the body. Right, reach as far as you want, but keep that bottom cheek down. Keep that top shoulder back and chin away from the chest. Each of those little refinements you can really feel, as you deepen the stretch of your side body here. And block or not, elevator elbow, take it to what feels right. Slowly come back up to center. Send your arms high up again, extended mountain. Just think of finding the balance here. Maybe give it a wiggle in the bottom. Hands back to prayer center. Take a moment and come back to your little mantra. Take a deep breath in. And a deep shoulder softening breath out. Oh yeah, it's starting to feel really good. All right. Now, let's undo the hips and switch out your legs. You can keep your eyes closed. The beauty of it is you can just stay in your head. Switch out the legs, bring the opposite leg on the bottom and opposite leg on top. Adjust however you like, however works for you. Deep breath in through the nose. Let's draw breath out through the mouth. Let it be. Remember, your hands can be on your thighs or at prayer center. And just find stillness here for a few moments. Breathe in, draw breath out. It feels, at least for me, maybe for you too, it feels really tight in that hip when you begin. But then as you get your mind off of that hip, by doing the things we do with the arms, you kind of forget about the hip. It's still got the same good old stretch going on. And by the time you're finished with what we do with the arms, that hip feels pretty good. If you ever experience pain in any of the poses, sharp pain or just painful, come out of it. Don't do it. It's not meant to be. You don't get a prize for staying through the pain. Let it go. But just try. Take a deep breath in. Draw breath out. Here we go. Maybe the eyes stay closed as you bring your arms to that extended mountain pose. Lengthen up through your fingertips, lift through your chest. A bend in the elbow feels gracious if you need it. Breathe in. Straw breath out. Turn your hands so your palms are facing the front of the room, and then hinge forward, bringing your hands down to the earth. Maybe today you want to reach your hands for your blocks. You can always put your blocks in front of you too. Breathe in. Straw breath out. Maybe push the blocks forward. Work your hands forward. Ooh, deepen the stretch in that left hip and feel it up in those glutes. Big breath in. Big breath out. No rush, no hurry. You're just doing this for you. As you're ready, slowly let your hands slide on back towards your body as your shoulders come over your hips. Your hips are underneath your shoulders, right? At least for now, it's not an inversion. All right, when you're ready, take your hands to the sides and lift your chest up as you take a little baby back bend, chin up to the sky, move your neck. Breathe. Slowly, slowly. Shoulders back over your hips. Let that feel really, really good. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Twist time. All right, either side. One hand comes down onto the mat. The other hand goes to the outside of the thigh, and you twist in one direction. Close your eyes. As you exhale, you can deepen your twist. Just play with it a little bit here. Hands are pretty strong, holding onto the thigh, helping with the twist. Slowly bring it back to the center. Lengthen up when you're at the center, and then take it to the other side. Little twist. Deepen it a little bit. And then back to center. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Now it's time for your little side bends. You can use a block if you want to bring the ground up to you, or you can just place your hand down on the mat. Lift both arms up to the sky, reach and extend, and then side bend. That hand comes down, opposite arm reaches across the midline of your body. Use that elbow, that foundational elbow, like an elevator. Shoulder back, chin away from the chest, and bottom cheeks down. Stretch it out. And just explore a little bit. Maybe your fingers can reach a little farther. Maybe you can bend that elbow a little bit more. Maybe you want to bring that shoulder back some more, and chin away from your chest. And just feel what each of those little movements does and changes the pose. Slowly, slowly, slowly back up to center. Hands lift up to the sky as you rebalance here. Soften in the shoulders, let it go. Opposite arm comes down to your block or to your mat. Lift through the extended arm and then cross the extended arm over the midline of your body. Both bottom cheeks stay down. Arm reaches long. Elevator elbow does its thing. Chin away from the chest, top shoulder back, and breathe. Stretch a little more. Check in with your shoulder, your chin, your bottom cheek. Maybe move that elbow a little bit more. And then slowly, slowly rise back up. Both arms go high up to the sky. Reach, stretch. One little thing to change it up. Bend your elbows, interlace your fingers, and send it behind your skull. So low on the skull. Elbows, drive them to the back of the room. How does that feel? Breathe. Let it go. Into the nose. Straw breath out through the mouth. Bring your arms on down to your thighs or to prayer center and just take a moment here. Deep breath in. And slow straw breath out. Gently blink, your eyes open. You did it. All right. So how do your hips feel now? Think about when you first came in to this side. How did it feel then? And then how does it feel now? You could stay all afternoon, right? Perhaps. All right, let's undo our legs and let's come into a thunderbolt pose. All right, so for a thunderbolt, what you're gonna do is you're gonna sit on your heels. So knees are together, sit back on your heels. Nice big stretch there. If it doesn't work for you, sit another way. You know, sometimes just getting down onto the ground is hard enough. Let's bring our hands to prayer center. Take a deep breath in and a deep, slow breath out through your mouth. And now, if you'd like, engage your Ujjayi Pranayama breath. That's the breath we do most days, and it allows you to focus inward. All you do there is close your lips and now breathe in and out of your nose. Try it on for size, see what you think. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right, now we're gonna turn our neck. We're gonna work on our neck a little bit because a lot of times we get really stiff in the neck. We don't have to turn our necks anymore, right? There's cameras, there's monitors everywhere. You don't have to turn your neck anymore. But let's not let that dissuade us from moving our heads. We gotta do it. Hands down to your thighs. Turn your head to the left, to the right, to the right, to the left. Just move your head, left and right, right and left. Eyes can be closed or open if it induces vertigo. You wanna keep your eyes open. All right, bring your head back to the midline. Circle your head. Make like you're drawing big circles on the wall in front of you with your nose. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Just lengthen up through your spine and find space in your neck. I'm gonna take my circles in the other direction. Then I'm gonna come back to the midline of my body. I'm gonna do some shoulder shrugs up to the ears, shoulders back to the wall and down. Up to the ears, to the wall and down. Just shrug your shoulders. No rush, no hurry. You just gotta slow down and feel the good movements in your neck. All right. Up, back, and down. Let it go. All right, so nice big hug. Tee out your arms. Tee out your arms. Let your arms, your backs of your hands go all the way to the back wall. Put a smile on your face. All right, here's a little challenge. Be the first to wave at someone. Be the first to smile at them today. I mean, sometimes, don't you check people out when you're walking? It's like, okay, are they going to see me? Am I going to catch their eye? Are they going to wave? Am I going to wave? Just do it. Just do it. Be the first. Be the first. First to smile, first to wave. All right, maybe eyes are open, maybe eyes are closed. Stretch it out, lift your chest a little higher, wiggle your fingers, take a big hug. Bring your arms to the front of your body, crisscross the arms, crisscross the elbows, reach your hands toward your spine. Reach your hands towards your spine, good and tight. Oh, now my shoulders are really up near my ears. So I'm gonna soften my shoulders away from my ears, and I'm gonna try to expand my shoulders to the side of the room for a nice, tight hug here. Big breath in, big breath out. Feel the goodness in your spine as you're tugged nice and tight. Are you expanding your shoulders to the side of the room? I really feel it in the upper shoulders, in the upper back, right along the spine. Tee out your arms again. Tee them out, spread the fingers wide, drive the hands really far to the back of the room. And then let your arms come to the front and they crisscross with the opposite elbow on top this time. Hands reach towards your spine. Nice tight squeeze and then soften the shoulders. Shoulders reach towards the sides of the room. Nice tight squeeze, nice tight hug, always good. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Feel what you feel. Feel the goodness in your upper back. Let's come out of this pose now. If you want, maybe you're still in child's pose. Hopefully that felt really good for you. Nice movement in the upper body. Now let's go to our foundation. Let's do toes pose. We're gonna take it slow. All right, so Your ankles have had a nice bend in them for a while, so let's tuck the toes towards our shins. Have a seat back on your heels. Now you could put a block on your heels and have a seat on the block. Maybe that feels really good for you today. In fact, I'm gonna stay that way. You could just sit back on your heels. I'm gonna keep the block there today, just something different. You gotta shake it up. You gotta try different things. Don't think I've gotta progress to this level or this level, whatever level you think is a higher level. Don't do it. Just do different things. Try it differently. I mean, you may think that without the block, it's a higher level. And I'm gonna do it without the block because I can. Well, maybe you can, but maybe you should try to challenge yourself to do a little less or something a little different. Always good. Try something different. All right, I'm gonna take the hands and bring them behind my back. I'm gonna reach the hands for opposite elbow creases. I'm gonna let my chest lift. I'm gonna close my eyes and soften my shoulders. Breathe in, breathe out. Now, if your teeth are touching, unclench your jaws. Try to soften in the toes. Think of sending your breath to your toes. That sounds kind of silly, doesn't it? But just kind of let the toes relax. Let the tension go there. Breathe in, breathe out. Collarbones are nice and open. Chest is nice and open. You've got good posture going on. Breathe in, breathe out. All right, let's remove the arms. Remove your arms from behind your back. Wiggle your fingers, bring them forward, let them go. All right, let's come into an ankle pose. You're gonna rest here. So you're gonna take your block away. You're going to take the tops of your feet onto your mat, and you're gonna lean on back, sitting on the tops, sitting on your heels, tops of your feet are on your mat. You could put your blocks by your side and push into the blocks to allow your knees to come up. And if your knees are up, you want to keep them together here. Don't let them splay out. Keep the knees glued together. Think of your body as tight and concise. All right, so we're gonna rest here, and we're gonna, I say rest, but it's also a challenge. So I don't know how often you've done ankle pose. Maybe you use your hands down by your sides or the blocks. But today, I challenge you to bring your hands to prayer center and close your eyes. That's a challenge. You know, the only change here is the eyes closed. It's like when we do tree pose and we close our eyes. It's like, whoo, what a world of difference. We rely on our eyes so much for our balance. Try this on for size. Challenge yourself. Breathe in, breathe out. And then let's come out of the pose. Remove your hands, open your eyes. Ooh, let's come to a neutral tabletop. All right, so knees underneath your hips, wrists underneath your shoulders. Press into your mat, lift your feet up. Squeeze and scrunch your toes. They need a rest. Squeeze and scrunch your toes. Move them like you're playing the piano with your toes. And then just circle your ankles one way, circle your ankles the other. Tap your feet out on your mat. And breathe. Most important part. Deep breath in and deep breath out. All right. Neutral tabletop. Let's do cat-cow. Tuck your chin to your chest. Tuck your tailbone under. Arch your back up to the sky. Push hard into your hands. Push hard into the tops of your feet. Arch your back up to the sky. Hollow out your belly. Inhale, cow. Bring the crown of your head and your tailbone up. Breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Oh, let it feel good. More cat-cow. Do it your way. Just think of the movement of your spine. So good, so important to move the spine. Your neck is getting a nice opportunity to move here, and so is your tailbone. All right, finish up. Come to a neutral tabletop. Extend your right leg long. Put the ball of the right foot onto the mat. Like you're getting ready to run a race, right? So press the ball of that foot into the mat. Feel the goodness in your calf, your Achilles tendon, all the way up to your hip. Press hard into your mat. Now lift that extended leg up, cross it over the midline of your body, plant the ball of the foot back down on the earth, and look over your left shoulder. Look back to your foot. What can you see? Look back to your knee. Maybe you can see your knee. Then look to your bottom. Maybe you can do that. So a nice little twist here in the right side of your body. Sweep that right leg that's extended around to the right side of your body. Bring it to about hip height if that works for you. Lift the right arm up to the sky, twist. Look up to your hands. We say this a lot, look up to your hands, like when we do a side plank, but this is a nice way to learn how to do that because you've got a strong foundation, you're reaching your hand up to the sky and you can twist your neck and look a little higher. Bring your right hand down, bring your knee back to meet the other leg, extend the left leg long. Plant the ball of the foot, push, push, push into that leg, let that left leg feel long and strong. Like it does when you do tree pose, the strong foundational leg. Push into the mat. Lift the extended leg up, cross the midline of the body, look over the right shoulder. Feel the nice twist here as you look back to whatever you can see, foot, knee, bottom. Nice twist in the left side of your body. Sweep the left leg around and around and around. Bring it onto about hip height or whatever works for you. Lift that side's arm up to the sky and look up, look up. Sometimes when we do, what other poses we do? We do a side plank where you look up. We do a warrior pose, warrior two, where you look up to your hand. We do a broken wing. Or we do, what's the other one? Broken wing or, oh my gosh, the name escapes me. Look up, look up, look up. Breathe, look to your hand. You can do it. Twist your neck a little bit more. We did some neck stuff. You can do this. All right, bring the arm down, bring the knee back together. Let's do a cat-cow again, just to kind of even everything out. When you're ready, no hurry, just appreciate your movements. Cat-cow. Breathe. We will do a broken wing. Thread the needle, that's the one I was trying to think of. Thread the needle. All right, you can do thread the needle if you want, but I'm gonna do a broken wing today. So let's slip on down to our bellies. Finish in your cat-cow. Slip on down to your belly, extend your right arm long. Extend your right arm long, reach it out so the hand is at about shoulder height, palm face down. Left arm, bend it, and have your left hand underneath your collarbone like you do when you do a cobra pose. Turn your head so your right cheek is on the mat and roll onto your right hip. As you roll onto your right hip, woo, you're gonna feel the intense stretch in the right shoulder. Adjust your shoulder so it feels good. Maybe a bend in the elbow feels better. You decide. Maybe working your hand down more toward your hip feels better. Your call. This left hand is with the leverage. I'm gonna push into the left hand a little bit more. Whew. Legs, they can be long. Legs, they can be kind of bent like a fetal position. Right leg can be long and the leg on top, you can bend it and bring the sole of that foot onto the earth in front of the extended right leg. Let the knee of the left leg work up toward the sky. How does that feel? Close your eyes if you want and just focus on getting into your body. All right, so right now I've got my left knee bent and the sole of the left foot is in front of the extended right leg. I can change that up. I can bring the left leg behind the extended leg. I can plant the left foot onto the mat behind the extended leg. Just a little variation. You do what speaks to you. It's all about the right shoulder. How do you want to intensify it? Using the legs, not using the legs. Maybe a little fetal position feels good. And that left arm, that elevator elbow, maybe you push into the earth a little bit more to intensify the pose. Breathe in, breathe out. And then let's switch it to the other side. All right, so all you gotta do is roll onto your belly. Let that feel good. Enjoy the transition of getting there. Once you're on your belly, let's do the other side. Left arm tees out. Turn your head so your left cheek is on the mat. Bend your right arm. Bring the hand under the collarbone. Stretch it out and roll onto the left hip. Left arm is long and strong, or you can put a bend in the elbow if you like. What you're going for here is that nice stretch in the left shoulder. Right arm, bend the elbow and push into the earth. Knees can be slightly bent. Maybe that feels better on your back. Legs can be long. Top leg can be bent with the sole of the foot on the mat, reaching the knee up toward the sky. Or you can bend that top leg, bring the sole of the foot onto the ground in front of the extended leg. Your call. Use that elevator elbow to stretch it out in the shoulder. Breathe in.
calm, deep breath out. Your body, focus on the mobility, the flexibility. Just moving it the way it wants to move. Get your mind out of the way. We limit ourselves so much, don't we? Breathe in. Breathe out your way. Feel good in the shoulder. And when you're ready, I know you like this pose, Christy. It's a good pose for all of us. And Liz, I know it's one of your favorites. Meredith, how about you? Oh, let's come out of it. Legs go long. Roll onto your belly. Put your hands under your collarbones. Press on up through your strong arms. Work your way back, neutral tabletop. All right, in your neutral tabletop, extend your right leg long. Press the ball of the foot into the mat. Push the ball of the foot into the mat. Cat pose. Reach the leg across the midline of the body. Look over your left shoulder. Look back to your tail. Look back to your knee, your ankle, your bottom. Extend and sweep that leg around. Plant the foot on the right side at about hip height. And here we go with the shoulders. Look up. Look up, send that arm up high, and now look at that arm. Can you see more of that arm? Can you twist a little farther? Do you feel greater shoulder mobility? Move your shoulder. Just circle it around a little bit. Then plant the hand back onto the mat. Let's see how it is on the other side. Neutral tabletop. Leg extends. Push the ball of the foot into the mat. Cross the midline of the body. Look over the right shoulder now, back to the left foot. The left knee. The left bottom, how's that? Sweep that leg around. Here comes the little challenge here. Plant the foot, lift the arm up to the sky. How high can you go? How high? How does that shoulder feel now? Look up to the shoulder. Circle the shoulder around. Do you have more mobility there? Hi, Lynn, to Diane. Hi to Stan. Hi to Tammy. Hi to Christy. Hi to Margarita, Kelly, Rena, Tim, Steve. Ted. Arena, how are you? Marietta, I know you're coming later. Faithful Yogi. All right, how do you feel? How does that arm feel? Nice work. Bring your hand on down. Bring your knee together. Cat, cow, classic position. Tuck your chin to your chest. Tuck your tailbone under. Send the crown of the head and the tailbone to the sky for cow. It's time for a plank. All right, you're thinking, oh my goodness. Taking a day easy on the mat. Yes, we are, but we can also work in a plank. Plank helps you build strength. There are lots of ways to do it. If you're not feeling it so much today, lie on your back. Send your hands up to the sky. Imagine the ceiling were the ground and you take your plank that way. Lots of variations you can take. You can be on your knees, send your arms a little more forward and hinge the weight forward into your hands. Nothing wrong with that. You can come down to your forearms, elbows underneath your shoulders, legs long. Stay on your knees and stay right here. Another option is to tuck the toes and pop on up off of the knees with your legs long in a dolphin plank. I'm going to take a high plank today. I'm going to set a timer on the screen for 1 minute. For the 1 minute timer, you decide, do you want to time yourself or not? You can look and see how much time has elapsed, or I'll let you know, or just disregard. All right, let's come into a high plank. Dwayne, set the timer, please. Here we go. All right, push into the earth. Feet are hip width distance apart, hands are shoulder width distance apart. You're gazing between your thumbs. Shoulders are over your wrists, your legs are long, your core is tucked. Your core is tucked. What do I mean? Tuck your belly button towards your spine as you push hard into the earth. All right, we're about 15 seconds in. So maybe that's what you do today, 15 seconds, all good, don't worry about it. Lengthen through the crown of your head, lengthen through your spine, hold. You're strong. Just think of pushing the earth away. You're really super strong. You're more than halfway there. You've got it. Here's an option for you. You can always send your hips high to the sky like a down dog and then get back into your plank. It doesn't take long to take a little rest. It feels pretty good. Drop to your knees for a second or two and then pop on back up. You got 10 seconds to go. You can do anything for 10 seconds. Let's go. Push the earth away. Hold on strong. You got it. Your variation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're done. Come on down to your knees. Grab a drink of water. All right. Nice to just kind of throw that strengthening pose in. Plank does so many good things for your body. Let it do what it needs to do. Come on down to your bottom. Grab your strap, bring it up close to your shoulders.
Come on down to your bottom. Plant your bottom into the mat, hands together at prayer center. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, let it go. We're gonna come on back. Maybe repeat your mantra in your mind. Take it nice and slowly, no rush, no hurry. You're in control, your core is strong. Maybe stay midway down, come all the way down, eventually trying to avoid the clunk at the end. And let's do dead bug. All right, lots of variations of dead bug. Today, I'm gonna get into the head with this one. Send the legs up to the sky. Draw your toes towards your shins. Arms go up toward the sky too. So your body looks like a letter U. Lengthen up here, breathe. Shoulders are plugged in, tailbone is plugged in. We're gonna lower opposite limbs. I'm gonna begin by lowering my right leg and my left arm. I'm gonna try to keep them long. I'm gonna let them touch down about the same time onto the mat and then come back up. Then I'm gonna let my right hand and my left leg go down and then back up. Breathe and alternate. Opposite limbs, opposite leg, opposite arm. Touches down, goes back up. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Challenge yourself. Oh, it's a big deal. You're lifting your leg nice and straight. Challenging your brain, lifting opposite leg, opposite arm. And breathe. Let's send all 4 limbs back up to the sky. Now bend your knees, shins parallel to the earth. Draw your toes back to your shins. Take your hands now and press them on your thighs. This is another variation of dead bug. Push into your thighs. And I mean push. Push hard. Then push your thighs back into your hands. Really hard. Hard push on both sides. Hold it, hold it. Breathe. Oh, everything's tight, just like in your plank, right? Whew. Breathe. Dead bug. Finish. Come on down. Take a stick pose, arms and legs go long, hands high overhead, stretch. Breathe in, breathe out. Time for your boat pose with a strap today. How's that? You do it any way you like. Maybe you decide you'd like to push up onto your forearms and just lift your legs. I'm gonna take the strap, place it underneath my feet, and lean on back as if I were in a recliner. Lean back, lift the legs up, little bend in the knees might feel good. Chest lifted, shoulders back. Turn up the corners of your mouth. Remember, put a smile on your face. You just feel better when you smile. You might just make somebody's day. You never know. Smile. All right, be the first to smile and the first to wave. Elbows in. Drive through the heels. Hold here, maybe lean back a little bit more. You got it. There's your boat pose. All right, let's go into a pentacle pose. Bring your heels down. Beloved pentacle pose. Oh, before you do that, bring the block to the bottom, one block to the bottom of your mat, kind of between your legs. Now come into pentacle. Come all the way back to recline. Arms go high overhead. Spread your fingers, spread your legs. Capital letter X shape. Pentacle pose resets everything you got. And it just feels so good getting here. All right. So here's the deal. I said today's practice was all on the mat. That's what we usually do on Wednesdays. You can keep it all on the mat, which I'm gonna do, or we're gonna do 3 poses that can be on the mat or standing. If you wanna stand, go right ahead. I'll tell you what those 3 are right now, and we'll talk them through individually too. We're gonna do a tree, we're gonna do banana asana or half crescent moon, that's the other name for it, and you will look taller, okay? So you decide if you wanna stand, if you wanna stay down. So, or stay in pentacle. Fine option. I'm gonna bring my legs together. I'm gonna place my left heel on top of the block. I'm going to bend my right knee and I'm gonna cross that leg, kind of like a figure 4, onto the foundational leg. I'm gonna let the right knee, which is bent, kind of come toward the earth. I'm gonna bring my hands to prayer center. Here's my little variation of tree on the ground. You can keep your hands at prayer center or kind of become a cactus. To cactus out your arms here. Maybe the elbows are on the ground and your forearms are parallel to the sides of your mat. That's a fine way to be. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. You know, if you're standing, maybe you do what we usually do. Grow your branches, sway them, look up, try to close your eyes, you decide. In this pose today, in the reclined position, the focus is on the hips. Oh, I didn't have to tell you that, right? But maybe you're noticing that the bent knee can come closer to the earth because we did that Sukhasana pose earlier. It all works together, doesn't it? Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's take tree on the opposite side. So work that knee back up to the sky or to the front of your room if you're standing. Place that opposite heel. I'm going to extend my right leg this time. I'm going to place my heel onto the block and its stable foundation. Bend my left leg. Cross it over. You know, I don't know where you want to cross it. Maybe you cross it on the shin. Maybe that feels good. Feels a little different. Maybe you bring it up higher and cross it on the thigh. Hands. Maybe you want to keep them at prayer center. Or you want to cactus them. Let that bent knee work toward the earth as you breathe. Nice tree poses. You can be a fallen tree. You can be a standing tree. You decide. And this block under the heel, you know, maybe you don't like that either. Should have told you that on the other side too. You can do away with the block. So many variations, so many things possible for you to try. Just try. All right, so there's your tree. Now let's do our half crescent moon or banana asana. Let's come out of our tree, bring the knee to the front of the room, bring both feet on down, and zip up your legs. Zip up your legs and draw your legs together. Arms go high, up overhead, palms touch, either standing or reclined. All right, now think of a banana. If you're on your mat, work your heels to the right corner of the mat and work your hands to the top right corner of your mat. Keep both shoulders down. Keep both hips equally down. Don't pop up out of that left hip. Reach and stretch and think of your body like the shape of a banana. If you're standing, you're doing the same thing in a half crescent moon pose. You're getting a nice deep stretch on the left side of your body, all the way from your pinky toe all the way through your fingertips. Little refinement here if you want. If you're bending to the right, take your right wrist and give your left wrist a tug. Take your right hand and give your left wrist a tug. Ooh, I instantly feel like I've created 2 more inches in my ribs. And then finish up. Come back to the midline. Fingers and feet are at the midline of your body. Take a big breath in. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And as you exhale, work everything to the left. Feet, hands. But remember, the right shoulder and the right hip stay down. Stretch it out here. You can always take that left hand, grab the right wrist, and just give it a little tug if you like it. If you don't like it, you know what? Don't do it. Keep that right shoulder back if you're standing, down if you're reclined. And the same with your hips. They should be equal distant. No popping out of that hip. Let's finish here. Feet come back to the midline. Arms go high overhead. Take a big stretch. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. You will look taller. Such a great pose. Reclined or standing. Bring your arms to the shape of a letter Y. Legs are together. Breathe. Now bring your arms to the shape of a letter W. So bend your elbows, work your elbows down by your waist, work the backs of your hands toward the earth or toward the back of the room. Now bend your elbows, allowing your forearms to come parallel to the earth. Hugging the elbows in, your arms look like 2 L's, forward and back, for you will look. Tee out your arms, nice and long and strong, and press the backs of your hands into the earth or toward the back of your room. You will look taller. Do it again. Big letter Y, big letter W. Bring the backs of those hands toward the earth as best you can. Sometimes we do this up against a wall and you feel like, oh, that wall is so far back there. Same thing here. You feel like, oh, the ground is so far away. See if you can do it. 2 L's, elbows hugged in. Tee out the arms. Push the backs of the hands into your foundation. You will look taller. Such a great pose. As you're ready, let's come up to seated. Now, you can use your hands if you want, or no hands at all. I'm going to press on up to seated. Legs go long. Toes up toward the sky, lengthen up through your hands to the sky. Exhale, reach, forward, 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 stretch. Reach towards your calves, your toes, whatever you can reach. Now take a restorative forward fold by bringing your gaze to your knees or towards your belly button. A little bend in your knees might feel good. Hold on to what you can. Keep your elbows hugged in. Rise on up, shoulders over your hips. Take your 2 blocks, spread your legs wide, and rest your elbows on your blocks. Or maybe it's your hands, but try to hinge a little forward. Just try, just try. Toes up toward the sky. Breathe. Maybe work your forearms to the blocks at whatever height seems to work for you. It's all good. It's all good. Truly. Don't sweat it. Just have fun with it. Having fun's important, right? Maybe you work your forehead towards your blocks. Breathe in. Breathe out. Finish up, shoulders over your hips. How are you doing? Bring your legs together. Bring your eye shade or your towel up near your shoulders. That's a good sign, right? Bend your knees, hands to prayer center. Slowly come back to reclined. Maybe today, you just can't do the hands to prayer center. Maybe you got some stuff going on. That's fine. Walk your hands back. Totally fine. Take it nice and slowly. No rush, no hurry. You're in control. Bend your knees, soles of the feet on your mat. Press into your feet as your arms are down by your sides and the hands are pressing into the mats too. Wiggle your shoulders closer to your spine. Lift your hips a little higher for your bridge pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Big breath in, a little more push. And as you exhale, this time lower your spine down 1 vertebra at a time. Come all the way down to your mat. Legs go long on your mat, arms down by your sides, legs spread a little bit toward the edges of your mat, shoulders away from your ears. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Breathe in through your nose and a big sighing breath out through your mouth. Let it go. Cover your eyes with your eye shade or your towel if that feels good for you. And nestle into your final Shavasana pose. Pinky toes more toward the earth as best you can. You got some good hip mobility going on today. And maybe tuck your shoulder blades under your chest. Breathe in, breathe out. Chest is lifted. Your bottom is down on the mat. We started with that straw breathing. Maybe come back to it. Deep breath in through the nose. And little teeny breaths out through your little teeny lips. Just breathe it out like you're breathing through a tiny little straw. Breathe any way you like. Just be aware there's so many different ways to treat your body to breath. Soften the area between your eyebrows. Imagine your eyes resting heavily in their eye sockets. Your body is heavy, but your heart is light. Breathe in. Breathe out. Focus is only on the breath. In fact, if you'd like to stay here longer, focusing on the breath and just stillness, if you have your remote nearby, hit the pause button and breathe and enjoy your time.
When you're ready to resume, unpause the video. Take a deep breath in. And the deepest breath out possible. Let it go. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Spread them wide. Move the wrists and the ankles. Find space there. On an inhale, reach high up overhead and take a big good morning stretch as if it were the first stretch before you get out of bed. Maybe grab a wrist and give it a tug. Maybe point the toes, circle the ankles, maybe move the shoulders. Do what feels good. Just stretch and move. Bend your knees, bend your elbows, and roll into a fetal position onto one side or the other. Enjoy the getting there. Bend your elbow, rest your head, take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Sigh it out. Take a big refreshing breath in as you work your way up to a seated position. Maybe the eyes are closed, maybe they're open. Your call, right? Exhale. Let it go. Hands to prayer center. Come back to that mantra. Positive affirmation about you. Hands to prayer center in gratitude. Deep breath in, lengthen up. And deep breath out. Soften up. Blink your eyes open. Congratulations. You did it. 1 hour on your mat. Or maybe you did a little standing too. It's all good. You all feel better when you do this. Okay, stress number was, stress number is lower, right? It's a good little tangible measure. All right, be really nice to a stranger today. Why not? You could be the bright spot in their life today. You just never know. All right, have a great day, everybody. Love you. See you on your mats tomorrow. Bye. Hello, baby girl. See ya. Hi, you're still here, and I'm really glad for that. Keep this in mind. The path is made through repetition. Keep showing up, and good things will happen. You know that. I'm glad that you're still sticking around. Tell your friends what the yoga's doing for you. Our yoga is free for anybody and everybody on Facebook and YouTube, and they can join in anytime from the privacy of their own home. Tell them about our practice, please. If you'd like to support our broadcast, you can visit our website. It's www.316yoga.com. Stay on your path, enjoy your yoga, and have a great rest of your day. See you on your mats tomorrow.